Please rise as you are able. I now call this meeting of City Council to order.
The City of Barrie acknowledges the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe people, which include the Odawa, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi nations, collectively known as the Three Fires Confederacy. We also acknowledge the Wendat Nation Huron, who occupied these lands prior to the middle of the 17th century. We're dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and recognize the enduring presence of Indigenous peoples in this land. We're committed to moving forward in the spirit of reconciliation and respect with all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. You may be seated. I'd like to welcome everyone to Barrie City Council this evening at 6:24 p.m. on the 18th of June. And we're going to step into the confirmation of the minutes immediately. Are there any changes or items inside the minutes that we'd like to see? Any corrections? Seeing none, they are adopted as circulated. There's no awards and recognition this evening, no student mayors, no reports from officers. In terms of deputations, is there anyone who wishes to provide a deputation regarding the public item considered earlier tonight at the General Committee meeting? The matter was as follows. It was the zoning bylaw amendment application for 545 to 565 Big Bay Point Road, 218 Ashford Drive, 207 to 209 Montgomery Drive, and 200 to 210 Bertha Avenue. Are there any deputations that individuals would like to make with regards to this application? Do a second call just because it was dealt with earlier this evening. Is there anyone who'd like to make a deputation with regards to the item at hand? Okay, well, we're seeing none, and we will then move past deputations. We're into tax applications. Deputy Mayor, that's over to you.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon, that the list of applicants to City Council for cancellation, reduction, and additions of taxes dated June 18, 2025, submitted by the Treasury in the amount of $100,289.83 be approved.
Madam Clerk, as you're, I believe, going to have the formal piece, I'm going to hold on that. If members of council are good with us jumping ahead into the committee reports and coming back to the tax applications in a minute, if that's okay. Do I have any objections to that? Okay, I'm seeing none. And so I'm going to ask the Deputy Mayor to move past communications into the first General Committee report from June 11th, 2025.
Thank you, Mayor Nuttall. Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon, that Section A of the First General Committee report dated June 11th, 2025, now circulated, be received.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon that Section A of the first General Committee report dated June 11th, 2025, now circulated be received. This is 25G139, confidential potential sale of property, city-owned properties, CCS 001-25. Any questions or comments from members of City Council? I'm seeing none. All those in favor? That carries unanimously. Deputy Mayor.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon, that Section B of the first General Committee report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that Section B of the General Committee report dated June 11th, 2025, now circulated, be adopted. This 25G140, potential sale of property, city-owned properties, CCS 001-25. Any questions or comments with regards to the motion on the floor? I'm seeing none. All those in favor? It carries. Deputy Mayor.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon, that Section A of the second General Committee report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be received.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that Section A of the second General Committee report dated June 11th, 2025, now circulated, be received. This is 25G141, report of the Executive Committee dated May 28th, 2025. 25G142, report of the Affordability Committee dated May 28th, 2025. 25G143, report of the Finance and Responsible Governance Committee dated June 4th, 2025. Any questions or comments with regards to the motions on the floor? I'm seeing none from members of council. All those in favor? It carries. Deputy Mayor.
Mayor Nuttall, I do have the...
Yeah, I'd like to work through the committee reports and not jump back and forth. So
Perfect.
if you can continue with the committee reports, we'll go back to the tax applications after.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon, that Section B of the second General Committee report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted.
It's going to be a long one. Moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that Section B of the second General Committee report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted. 25G144, traffic study for intersection of Mulcaster Street and Worsley Street. 25G145, temporary road vehicle blockades. 25G146, four-way stop at King Street. 25G147, pilot program artificial intelligence. 25G148, Northwest Barrie Public Library location. 25G149, encampments update, Executive Committee. 25G150, Municipal Heritage Register listed property, 67 McDonald Street. 25G151, Heritage Designation Project. 25G152, motion 25G-097, referral by General Committee on May the 7th, 2025, regarding a committee name change. 25G153, Saginaw Sister City Conference. 25G154, the community projects. I'm just going to jump past. There's 12 of them. Thank you, Madam Clerk. The priority resident registration for recreation programs, which is 25G164. 25G165, 2024 audited consolidated financial statements. 25G166, corporate net zero strategy 2025 to 2050. 25G167, city-owned surplus lands disposition framework for 2025. 25G168, stopping prohibited Innisfil Street, St. John Vianney Catholic School in Ward 8. 25G169, Barrie Regional Technology Development Site Opportunity. 25G170, agreement with BioFlight Fuels for biogas upgrading pilot project, Ward 2. 25G171, property standards and yard maintenance waste bin amendments. 25G172, ward boundary review recommendation.
Hold, please.
There's no hold. 25G173, the ice storm replanting and recovery. That motion is now being put on the floor from Deputy Mayor Thompson and seconded by Councillor Nixon. Is there any questions or comments with regards to the motions that are on the floor?
Yes, actually, I just have a quick motion for staff, if I may. Do I need to just directly speak to it, or do I have to put it on the floor?
You'd like to speak to the motion?
No, for the ward boundary review.
You'd like to speak to it, ask questions?
Oh, sorry, ask a question to it. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, through me, Mayor. I guess I'll tap our CAO for this one, Mr. Prowse, because I'm not sure where to go with it. But something I just discovered kind of popped when I was reading it earlier. If these ward boundaries come in effect December 31st, 2025, and the election is October of 2026, and the ward boundaries have changed significantly, where does it put us as councillors if somebody wants to get a hold of our ward council?
Through you, Mayor Nuttall. Excuse me, I'll defer to the clerk.
Through you, Mayor Nuttall, to Councillor Corser. According to the municipal act, the bylaw has to be passed by the end of the year. The ward boundaries actually do not take effect until November 15th, 2026, after the new council is elected.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Any other questions or comments with regards to the motions that are on the floor? I'm seeing none. All those in favor? It carries unanimously. Deputy Mayor.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon, that Section C of the Second General Committee Report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that Section C of the Second General Committee Report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted. This is 25G174, extending Community Safety Zone Marcellus Drive. Are there any questions or comments from members of council? I'm seeing none. All those in favor? It carries unanimously. Deputy Mayor.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon, that Section D of the Second General Committee Report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that Section D of the Second General Committee Report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted. This is 25G175, Zoning Bylaw Amendment 435 Ann Street North at 33 Harrison Crescent in Ward 4. Are there any questions or comments from members of council? I'm seeing none. All those in favor? That carries unanimously. Deputy Mayor.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon, that Section E of the Second General Committee Report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that Section E of the Second General Committee Report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted. This is 25G176, Zoning Bylaw Amendment 664, 674, 692 West Road, and 320, 364, and 366 Mapleview Drive West in Ward 7. Are there any questions or comments from members of council? Seeing none, all those in favor? It carries. Deputy Mayor.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon, that Section F of the Second General Committee Report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that Section F of the Second General Committee Report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted. This is 25G177, South Barrie Mixed Use Recreation Complex and Library. You going to record a vote, please? Are there any questions or comments with regards to the motion on the floor? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, over to you.
Thank you, Mayor Nuttall. I'll start with Councillor Nixon.
Yes.
Councillor Corser.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Councillor Negussi.
Yes.
Councillor Harvey.
Yes.
Councillor Harris.
Yes.
Councillor Morales.
Yes.
Councillor Kungle, if she is available online. Okay. Councillor Kungle?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Mayor Nuttall.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Deputy Mayor.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon, that Section G of the Second General Committee Report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated, be adopted.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that Section G of the Second General Committee Report dated June 11, 2025, now circulated to be adopted. This is 25G178, Barrie Performing Arts and Event Centre, Design Development Advancement. Are there any questions or comments from members of council with regards to the motion on the floor? I'm seeing none, and I'm going to ask for a recorded vote again, and I'll just very quickly say that I saw Trevor Owen yesterday as I was driving away from City Hall and informed him that there was a performing arts center approved, to which he was shocked and very, very, very happy. So that was a nice thing that we saw. Over to you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Mayor Nuttall. I'll start again with Councillor Nixon.
Definitely yes.
Councillor Kungle.
Happily, yes.
Councillor Corser.
An emphatic yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Just a yes.
Councillor Negussi.
Yes.
Councillor Harvey.
Yes.
Councillor Harris.
Yes.
Councillor Morales.
Yes.
And Mayor Nuttall.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Moved by myself, second by Counselor Nixon, that Section A of the General Committee Report dated June 18th, 2025 be adopted.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councilor Nixon, that Section A of the General Committee Report dated June 18th, 2025 be adopted. 25G 179 zoning bylaw amendment application for 545 to 565 Big Bay Point Road, 218 Ashford Drive, 207 to 29 Montgomery Drive, and 200 to 210 Bertha Avenue. Are there any questions or comments with regards to the motion? I'm seeing none. All those in
Record a
favor?
vote.
Record a vote's being requested. Madam Clerk? We're making you work tonight.
Yeah, last night, yes. I'm going to start with Councillor Nixon again.
Yes.
Councillor Kungo.
Yes.
Councillor Corser.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Councillor Negussi.
Yes.
Councillor Harvey.
Yes.
Councillor Harris.
Yes.
Councillor Morales.
Yes.
And Mayor Nuttall.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Moved by myself, second by Counselor Nixon, that Section B of the General Committee Report dated June 18th, 2025 be received.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councilor Nixon, that Section B of the General Committee Report dated June 18, 2025 be received. This is 25G 180, Confidential Labor Relations Employee Negotiations Matter, Barrie Professional Firefighters Association Negotiations. Any questions or comments with regards to the motion? Councilor Harris.
Thank you, Mayor Nuttall. I will be declaring a potential peer interest in this matter, Section B and C of General Committee Report, BPFFA negotiations. I have a family member that will be starting with Barrie Fire in the fall of 2025.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Is the conflict being noted?
Yes, Mayor Nuttall, it has.
Wonderful. Any other questions or comments on this matter? I'm seeing none. All those in favor? And it carries.
Moved by myself, second by Counselor Nixon, that Section C of the General Committee Report dated June 18th, 2025 be adopted.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councilor Nixon, the Section C of General Committee Report dated June 18, 2025 be adopted. 25G 181 Labor Relations Employee Negotiations Matter, BPFFA negotiations. Over to you, Councilor Harris, because we have a second item.
Yeah, so I will repeat again. I have a peer interest, potential peer interest in this matter, so I will be remove myself from the vote, as I have a family member who will be starting with Barrie Fire in 2025.
Thank you, Councilor Harris. Madam Clerk, has the conflict been noted?
Yes, Mayor Nuttall, it has.
Beautiful. Thank you. Any other questions or comments with regards to the motion on the floor? I'm seeing none. All those in favor? It carries.
Mayor Nuttall, this is back to the tax application. Moved by myself, second by Counselor Nixon, that the list of tax applications to council for cancellation, reduction, and addition of taxes dated June 18, 2025, submitted by the Treasurer in the amount of $100,289.83 be approved.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councilor Nixon, that the list of tax applications to council for cancellation, reduction, or additions to taxes dated June 18, 2025, submitted by the Treasurer in the amount of $100,289.83 be approved. Madam Clerk, have we received any objections to this list of applications for cancellation, reduction, or addition of taxes?
No, Mayor Nuttall, we have not.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from members of council with regards to the motion on the floor? Seeing none. All those in favor? It carries. Beautiful. There's no deferred business, but we do have direct motions. We have two of them this evening. I'm going to start with Councillor Harvey. Councillor Harvey, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor Nuttall. Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Harris. Salem Road, no parking anytime. That traffic bylaw 2020-107, Schedule 1, no parking anytime, be amended by adding Salem Road both sides from Essa Road to Veterans Drive. And I can speak to that.
It's moved by Councillor Harvey and seconded by Councillor Harris. The traffic bylaw 2020-107, Schedule 1, no parking anytime, be amended by adding Salem Road both sides from Essa Road to Veterans Drive. And the floor is yours, Councillor Harvey.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor Nuttall. And this is actually related to the earlier rezoning with 264 Salem Road with the change in use. And it was mainly when they had the grand opening that there was significant numbers of vehicles parked on the shoulder. And in this particular area, it's very much a rural road still, other than it is paved, with very narrow gravel shoulders. And as soon as you park a vehicle on the side of it, half your vehicle is literally in the ditch, with the edge of your car door being right at the edge of the white line. So it really does become a safety issue with pedestrians then having to walk along the edge of the road. And then obviously too, once the winter season hits, is a whole other interesting and safety issue that would be part of that. And when it comes to the other complaint that, and again, I thank staff for pivoting so quickly with some of the pedestrian issues, because there were people walking from both ESSA and veterans. We were able to very quickly pivot, and staff were able to accommodate a transit on demand stop at this location to help alleviate that side of it. So that's the rationale behind this particular piece, and I believe it's the same thing that was done up on Penetang Road, where it's a gravel shoulder also.
Yeah, thank you, Councillor Harvey. Any questions or comments with regards to the motion on the floor? I'm seeing none, so we'll call the vote on that. All those in favor? And it carries unanimously. We're going to go to our next direct motion, which is Councillor Nixon. The floor is yours to read out the motion.
Thank you, Mayor Nuttall. Moved by myself, seconded by Deputy Mayor Robert Thompson regarding Kempenfest, that the Transit and Parking Strategy Department provide shuttle service for the 2025 Kempenfest event, August 1st to 4th, 2025, similar to what was provided in 2024, to an upset limit of $15,000 to be funded through the Tourism Reserve. And I can briefly speak to that.
It's moved by Councillor Nixon, seconded by Deputy Mayor Thompson, that the Transit and Parking Strategy Department provide shuttle service for the 2025 Kempenfest event, August 1st to 4th, 2025, similar to what was provided in 2024, to an upset limit of $15,000 to be funded through the Tourism Reserve. Is that, go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, that's fairly self-explanatory, but just this is nothing new. We did it last year, and we may have done it the year previous, but last year maybe was the first year. I'm not sure, but it was appreciated greatly by those who used it not just to get from one end of the bay to the other, but they were able to park in various places and use the shuttle to get closer to Kempenfest. As we all know, there's limited parking available down there, and due to the success over the last few years, it's something that certainly helps and is appreciated by many. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Nixon. Any questions or comments from members of council? I'm seeing none. All those in favor? It carries. We are through direct motions. There are no presentations. We're now at inquiries. Are there any inquiries from members of council? I'm seeing none. We're at announcements. Are any announcements? Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Mayor Nuttall, thank you. It's not really an announcement, but it was something I wanted to just kind of highlight. And we started something this term with the Youth Council, and I read the minutes and I've kind of went through it and stuff. And it was nice to see them. They got engaged with talking about the libraries and of the Northwest Library. And it was something that the kids had mentioned, how it'd be nice to have something that was associated to the library outdoors. And it was kind of funny that it just worked out that my community benefit is actually creating a library space, like a garden library in the park, associated to the new Northwest Library. So it was kind of neat to see that something that was being worked on by staff with Ms. Banfield's team and stuff like that, that was actually resonating with the people we're trying to serve. So, and just further to that, you know, and I won't take, because I would imagine you have some stuff to talk about, but I know we're ending the session for the summer. You know, council still has a lot of work to do in answering calls and dealing with residents with, you know, the rollout of our new waste bins and stuff like that. But, you know, just to take the time and the things we've accomplished in this, you know, from January is amazing. And you spoke to it last year with CAO Prowse and his staff, but, you know, they deserve the break from us. And you know, you know, we pull them in a million different directions, and we're working at you know, speeds unseen in things that we're accomplishing. You look at the investment in some of the things to make this a world-class city is almost $500 million, and you know, things we can be proud of, and it takes everybody. And you know, it's talk is cheap, and this council started off their term with teamwork, and I believe we've, to this point, have fulfilled that. So, thank you.
Thanks, Deputy Mayor. Any other announcements? Yeah, sir.
Thank you, Madam. May I just quickly thank Deputy Mayor Thompson for raising the Youth Committee of Council. Just thank you, and I'm glad that we've worked really hard to gain momentum, and we've got a fabulous group of young people, and thank you to Councillor Morales and Councillor Corser for being a part of that committee. But I just want to say, and also staff, we've had an incredible support from city staff and Mr. Dedema from the recreation coming to really start to engage the youth in the process that the city uses to make decisions. So very excited about that, and also the library staff coming to present on the library. So thank you for recognizing that the youth committee had a say and had some valuable input into what the new library would look like in North Barrie. So thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Any other announcements? Seeing none. Oh, Councillor Kungle, an announcement from somewhere else. I looked over, you weren't there, but you're still here.
Just using a new system. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
You're good to go.
Great, thank you. An announcement, you might be touching on our greenhouse grand opening, which is quite exciting, but I'm going to fold that into, with this being our last meeting before the summer break, please do get your photos submitted for participating in Communities in Bloom. We're going to have an amazing showcase. We will be highlighting to international judges visiting in July some of the work we're doing across the city, including the greenhouse. And in addition to that, really putting a spotlight on some of our heritage conservation, be it military heritage, as well as some of the work we've been doing around renaming some of our city facilities and the importance of that. So do please get your photos in as a resident or business owner. If you have done any work in the gardens or would like that to be part of our photo showcase, please go to the city website, and it's just a free submission with photos uploaded. And then lastly, just wanted to also say thank you to staff. We've been getting some good media and public commentary on the work of that beautiful greenhouse. I know it's not open to the public to tour. I'm hoping that maybe we can do a video tour of it to create some access to the public on that beautiful 14,000 foot square space, and perhaps, if appropriate, a presentation to council maybe on the design and some of the really innovative sustainability infrastructure pieces that have been incorporated.
Thank you so much, Councillor Kungle, for sharing the information with us. And certainly it was a great day when we were able to cut the ribbon and invite the media and some folks in there. And I know that that you continue to do a ton of work in that area of the city domain. So thank you for the work you do on that. We're going to go to the City of Barrie's Centennial Beach and Johnson's Beach, both open to the public on Friday, June 27th. Lifeguards will be on duty from 11:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. daily. For more information, please visit barrie.ca/beaches. And I would also ask that we remind members of the public to be incredibly careful around the water. It is obviously our lifeblood and a beautiful thing to have, but also can be dangerous as well. As a friendly reminder, this is the last City Council meeting, as Deputy Mayor Thompson had said earlier, so we will see you August 13th, and we hope everyone has a great summer. And we're going to move right into bylaws. Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor Nuttall. Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon. Leave be granted to introduce the following bills, and these bills be read a first, second, and third time on this day and finally passed. Bill 59 to 65.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that leave be granted to introduce the following bills, and these bills be read a first, second, and third time this day and finally passed. Bills 059 to 065. Questions or comments from members of council? Seeing none, all those in favor? It carries. Deputy Mayor.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon. Leave be granted to introduce the following bill, and this bill be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed. Bill 66.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that leave be granted to introduce the following bill, and this bill be ready first, second, and third time this day and finally passed. Bill 66. This is 264 Salem Road. Mayor's direction. Any questions or comments from members of council? Seeing none, all those in favor? It carries. Deputy Mayor.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon. Leave be granted to introduce the following bills, and these bills be read a first, second, and third time on this day and finally passed. Bill 67 to 75.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that leave be granted to introduce the following bills, and these bills be ready first, second, and third time this day and finally passed. Bills 67 to 75. Any questions or comments from members of council? Seeing none, all those in favor? It carries. Deputy Mayor.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Nixon. Leave be granted to introduce the following bill, and this bill be read a first, second, and third time on this day and finally passed. Bill 76, the confirmation bylaw.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson, seconded by Councillor Nixon, that the confirmation bylaw leave be granted to introduce the following bill, and this bill be ready first, second, and third time this day and finally passed. Bill 76. Any questions or comments from members of council? Seeing none, all those in favor? It carries. Before I get a motion to adjourn, I just want to point out that we had no protests in the chamber this session. That's the first time in 3 years. And I'll see a mover and seconder for. So there we go. We've got Councillor Harvey, Councillor Negussi, all in favor, and we'll adjourn at 6:54 p.m.